Sharon Patrick. I'm going to do a meatloaf. This is my mom's recipe, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit. And I'm not going to talk long in this video, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit to my own recipe. But this was one that my mom taught me how to make. And so let's get started. I'm going to start off with a pound of ground beef, and you can use whatever meatloaf seasoning you want. I use McCormick, and this is where I start tweaking. I'm going to use a pack of Lipton onion soup and some tomato soup to make it moist. My mom uses 1 egg, so I'll use that. My mom uses crackers. I'm going to use the breadcrumbs. And salt, pepper, and my mom uses a can of cream, but I don't have cream, so we are going to use milk. I think I'm going to use probably a half a cup of milk. So let's get started. This is going to be a freezer meal, and I'm going to put it in my pan, this pan, and we'll do all that. Okay, let's get started. We are going to start with our Lipton. And we're in meatloaf seasoning. Okay. 1 egg. I save our eggs. Feed them to our chickens. Okay. We're going to do tomato soup. I'm not sure how much of this I'll do. Let's just do the whole can. Okay. All right. And we're going to do a half a cup of, well, yeah, we're just going to do a half a cup of milk. Another thing my mom puts, and I don't have none thawed, so I'm not going to thaw none out, but she uses, she puts bacon on top of hers, raw bacon, and she bakes it, and it just drips, the bacon flavor just drips down in the meatloaf. Okay, we're going to do our breadcrumbs. I'm not really sure how much of these, I'm just going to guess at these. This is just to hold them together. We don't want it too dry, so we're not going to do a whole lot. That's why we add the moisture. Okay. Salt. Pepper in my old jar. Isn't that cool? Pretty cool. I'm gonna do some pepper. Oh, and I washed my hands before I started, so. Okay, this, I'll take my rings off. And we're gonna start mixing. Okay. Ugh. This is kind of where it gets a little gross, but if you want a good mixture, you gotta get your hands in there. No, I don't wear gloves. This is for my family. If I was doing it for another family. I would probably put me some gloves on. See what I'm doing here? I'm just squeezing all that together. See all that? Get it all in there. I don't know, you know, we probably could have made 2 meals out of this. I don't know. What do you think, Doug? Make 2 meals out of these or one? One with this or the 2 small ones? Doug says 2 small ones. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my hands. I'll be back. So let's get these out. So remember, it was a 1/2 cup of milk, a small container, 10.75 can of tomato soup, paste, sauce. Probably should have used sauce, but I don't have sauce, so we're gonna make do with what we got. Okay. These are so flimsy. I got these from the... Oh, that has 3 in it. Well, that's cool. Okay. We're going to do 2 of these. Okay. So, it was breadcrumbs, tomato soup, 1/2 cup of milk, salt, pepper, pack of onion soup mix, and pack of meatloaf seasoning, and 1 egg. All right. You know what? This could probably very well make 3. Makes 3. That's all right. It'll be all right. Am I forgetting anything? No, but my nose. Not my nose, but under my nose. All right. We're going to get this in there. Oh. I don't know. We could probably make 3 out of these. We'll see. Kind of like to flatten them out a little bit. Not too much. Because if don't want them all the way to the top, because the grease will kind of go over. Okay. And let's do 3 of these. I don't know. Let's start out with 2. I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I don't know. We're just going to do 2. Let's put this one up. That way I know for sure. We're just going to divide it. Lay that right there. And again, please don't come at me for not wearing gloves. You cook your way and I'll cook my way. And we'll all be happy. One day I'm going to show you how I make biscuits. Alright. I have these. Let me wash my hands again. This is what they look like in the pan. Okay. So I'm going to put Reynolds wrap, and I have some Reynolds wrap here that I save. It's not dirty. It's just what I use. These are so flimsy. All right, I'm gonna write on here how long to bake it on and the temperature. So you're gonna wanna bake these on bake at 350 for I'm going to say about 45 minutes. 45 minutes to an hour. And we have meatloaf. Okay, we're going to do the same thing to this one. Let's see. Bake at 350. 45 minutes to 1 hour. And we have meatloaf. That's as simple as that is. Fast, easy, lemon squeezy. So, next what I'm going to do is, where's my saran wrap? So, I'm going to put my saran wrap right there. Put it in there top. Of course, I didn't get it long enough. Let's redo that one. All right, let's put this over. Let's redo this. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. There, added protection. All right. So that's it. That's how you make my mom's meatloaf. Before we put ours in there, we may get some bacon and put on top of it, but give it a try. Let me know what you think. Have a good day.